Okay, currently getting set up for this job now, where we're going to replace 4 double socket outlets in the garage area. And the customer's kindly made me a nice cup of coffee, which I much appreciated. There. And these are the 4 socket outlets. There you go. That one there. You can see the thermal damage there. Thermal damage there. You can't even switch that one off actually. It's actually seized up there. So you can't even switch it on and off. There's a bit of thermal damage in that one there as well. And if I just pan over to this one over here, you can definitely see thermal damage over here, which is a direct consequence of overloading the circuit. That one can switch off. And that's the consumer unit there. As you can see, it's RCD protected, which is good. And I know that circuit there is on that 32 amp breaker, which is just there. But to make sure, we're going to plug in this socket tester. And I can find it. Plug it into there. Let's make sure all 3 lights come on. All these here, make sure it's wired correctly. I can't even plug it into there. It's so stiff, man. Oh, I can't even get it out. Dear me. Okay, so I'm going to isolate this circuit from here now. Just make sure we got the correct circuit, which is that one there. So that's off, but I'm going to make sure all 4 sockets are on the same circuit, because you can never assume, can you? You must always verify that it is on the same circuit. Otherwise, you could potentially be working on a live circuit, couldn't you? Can't get it in there, so I'm going to have to test, aren't I? That one there. So all that's off there now, but we'll do another test with my meters when I take it off. And there we go. So what I'm going to do now then, I'm going to take a ZS reading before I replace the socket to see what kind of reading we get, whether it improves after the socket's been changed. So let's take a reading before, a ZS reading before and after. So we'll just re-energize the circuit there. We'll turn that 32 amp breaker back on. That circuit should be on. Turn the switch on. Make sure there's voltage there. And there's voltage. Yep. Got voltage there, so we'll just do a quick ZS reading and see what kind of reading we get at the moment for this socket outlet, and we'll compare it to afterwards. Okay, so the reading is 1.25 ohms, which is within the permitted ZS reading, but it is quite high, so we'll see if that changes after we change these socket outlets, and that's the second one up there. So just good to compare, see if the readings will come down. Watch this space. Okay, so we've replaced all 4 double sockets, as you can see down here. We'll just pan across down here, and that's the 4th one over there, which has been replaced. So now we're going to just make sure all the sockets are indeed level, which is important, isn't it? So, is it level? Bobby Dazzler? Bobby Dazzler? Bobby Dazzler. We pan over here. Bobby Dazzler. Fantastic. Just want to make sure all the sockets are level, because you don't want to be walking through the garage and these sockets here are all wonky donkey. Just want to make sure they're level, and they are. So now, what we're going to do now, the circuit's been energized now. We're just going to make sure we have power at each socket outlet and checking polarity in a moment. This is just basically letting me know that there's power there, but I will get my low reading ohm meter out to do my ZS reading. Okay, so we have power. So now we're going to plug in my low reading ohm meter. So what we're going to do now is our ZS reading. Turn the socket on, turn the meter onto the correct setting, and we're going to record the high setting, aren't we, on our test results. So we do a test, taking the ZS reading, which is confirming the polarity at the same time as well. Okay, let's go to the cycle. Okay, 1.27, which is okay within the permitted ZS reading. Okay, let's go to the cycle. 1.26 ohms, which is okay. Next one. Okay, and 1.26 ohms, and we can test the one over there. But over this side, we'll just do the RCD test. So we'll put it on the 30 milliamp setting, half times, which shouldn't trip in events. All clear, and this is a setting that you record the times we want. And it's tripped, as you can see there, and you do it again on the 180 degrees as well, and you record the highest reading regarding your RCD test. So happy days. So we'll do a functional test in a minute. We'll do another RCD test times 180 degrees, and then we'll take the recordings there. But we're going to make sure. So I'm happy with this installation. Everything's okay. Everything's all good. I'm just going to reset this RCD now, and obviously do your functional test as well. Test the button to make sure it's working okay as well. So jobs are good then. Happy days. Just going to pack away now. Make sure you take all your rubbish away, and you're doing a job. You want to leave the place as it was. Customers paying good money, so you want to do a good job at the same time, don't you? You notice also the screws are all in the vertical position. Pay attention to detail. So I just want to make sure the customer is happy with the work. And jobs are good then. Happy days. Right, just completed that job, changed the 4 sockets as I mentioned earlier on. So the customer's really pleased, and she's got some more work for me later on. So it's good, always good to do a good job, keep the customer happy, and keep it professional. And then you get repeat business, which is what you want, really. Repeat customers coming back to you for more work. That means that they're happy with your work. So jobs are good and happy days. Back home, do some paperwork, call it a day.